What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Seductive Rhino. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I got a couple of videos out, and I just want to say, if you did find my channel, I just wanted to say thank you. And I also wanted to say, for the new people here, welcome. And if you guys don't mind, please go ahead, like the video, drop a subscribe, and leave a comment down below. It's much appreciated and helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. So today we're going to be doing a lineup guide for Bind. Now you'll see Brimstone's commonly here because this is notorious for his best map. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you a little bit of a lineup guide and show you some of the things. If you're just a Brim one-trick enthusiast like myself, or if you're just somebody who is in the middle of a game right now and just wants me to shut the hell up and show you some lineups. And if that's the case, go ahead and jump to the timestamp below and let's get started. So one of the best and most common plants is this location right over here. This one is my personal favorite to do because it covers a lot of the default molly location. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and get into this box, line up the tip of your right flame HUD indicator right over here. Shoot.
Molly.
And it actually lands relatively quick, and it does get a pretty large space over here. Now, let's say you find yourself, because if you notice, some of the molly locations are kind of dependent on where the bomb is placed. Let's say you get a person who doesn't kind of plant within like these general confines. Don't worry, I got molly locations for that as well, so you can kind of do these in the fly. This one is also going to be for the corner right over here. Now this one is definitely a carry 2N as well as a Calvin lineup, so you can either do it from this location or you can do it from this location right over here. If you want to go ahead and do it the parry way, what you're going to do is you're going to get up into this corner. You're going to line yourself up with probably right around here where the diamond of your HUD indicator is, and go ahead and just shoot that. This one is going to do a quick bounce, and it does take a little bit of a time, so just be careful of that. If you don't want to do it from this location, you can also go here. And what I mean, oh shit, might want to do that indicator again, but that's all right. If you want to go and do it from the other location though, what you're going to want to do is you're going to hit up in this corner, and right where the tip of the HUD for your HP bar is, you're going to go right inside of there. And again, it's going to essentially do the same thing. And it's going to bounce once. There's your land. So you got two different locations that you can do it from. Those are my personal favorites. I like this one a little bit better. This way, if I am going to be doing a lineup, I can actually kind of look out for my team. Now, I'm not going to be full swinging, so it kind of leaves them open. So I do like to calm that, and then I like to shoot this. And you can essentially go one of two ways. And after your post plant, you can go through here, or you can go ahead and rep showers. Now, if you're kind of in a pinch, there's a couple of other ones that you can do as well for the default location. Now, this is a little bit more towards the middle of the site. One of them, you can get right into this corner. All right, go here. I think it's the diamond. I think it's the diamond on this. Yep, the classic. Going here. So, other one for default location, diamond up here. And another one, if you ever find yourself into those types of situations, you can always go here using the diamond as your reference right here.
Molly.
And this is just going to give you a couple of different ways to throw essentially the same molly, depending on where you kind of find yourself in these situations. A couple of other notable locations as well is taking over showers. One of my personal favorites on an eco round, especially if you have a sage that can wall across, is this one right here. So coming back into showers, what you're going to do is you're lining yourself up in here. Go into this corner. Now what I use is the top of my smoke dot, and I put it right where this antenna is going to meet this satellite right there.
Molly.
Fire. And what it's going to do, it's going to do a double bounce. It's going to bounce off the roof once. Bounce one more time. So this one is a little bit longer of a molly, so just account for the time if you ever do decide to do this one. Another common location is right there. You're gonna get yourself into this corner.
Right here.
Right where this black dot is.
Molly.
Go ahead and line the top of your smoke, and never the fucking mind. All right. Another plant location's right here, and from here, the top of the smoke icon, right where this opening is, right below it.
Molly.
And shoot. And it's going to land pretty quickly. We have this location. The other one is if you find yourself over here, go back to the same box, and instead of the bottom of your smoke icon right here, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna move it over to the left side of that smoke, and it's gonna drop a little bit further, and it'll get all up here. Now these are just some of the default locations that you'll be able to find yourself on bind. A couple of these that I really enjoy doing, if I find myself in a 1vx situation and I know that they're coming behind me, or maybe they've just been flanking a lot or whatever, if I do, what I do is I got this from Perry. Perry definitely showed me this, and I always like incorporating it into my game, so I recommend you do it as well. For here, this is going to be your indicator. You're just going to put the tip of your smoke HUD right over there. Aim and shoot. And the nice thing about this smoke is that you can actually play any which way as far as being able to go up heaven or down here. I personally like going lower, or what I'll do is I'll make these steps and I'll come back around. But anyway, just to kind of show you again and how it works. So those always need a backup lineup. You could always do it over here as well. I always like putting it over here just because it gets a little bit more exposed. So you have a couple of different locations that you got to worry about. You can also plan it back here if you're feeling a little unsafe. Same location, in here. Right here. You just aim your crosshair right there. That's going to give you the same. So you can do it one of either way. This one kind of gets you a little more cover versus this, but they do the same thing. All right, so another one that you can do if you want to get a little fancy with it, do kind of like one to impress your friends, or if you really want to like do something creative, you got a little bit of time for it. I like to plant right over here, and then there's a couple of different ways that you can do this molly. This is my personal favorite in order to do this. Is you get over here, you hop on top. Now for here, what you're gonna want to do is right where this and this meet, so this little corner right here, what I do is I put my molly HUD icon, the tip of it right here, I crouch and I shoot, but you still gotta hold crouch throughout the entire thing, and it's gonna go ahead and double bounce and land right here. This can also be used as a defensive sided molly as well. If you're playing in hookah and you get the call, you can easily go ahead and just drop yourself in smoke, line up right here, down, crouch, you shot. And that's going to deny you some plant time. But if you're going to want to use it for a molly lineup, you throw that, and if you still have your stim, run that stim, and then this will give you about 7 seconds.
Open up the sky.
Throw up your molly, or throw up your ult, and by the time that they're on it, you already crossed through. The last couple that I'm going to show you are going to be some defensive sided mollies that you can throw if you're on site. So there's 2 of them from this box itself. So from here, you can actually throw a couple of denial mollies from B side over here. One of them that you can have is from here, and another one is right here with your crosshairs. These two, like right where these intersect, are the 2 locations where you're going to have for wooden box as well as short. So you could have one for wooden box right here. I'll show you how that one goes. That's going to land right on top of box as well as deny most of short. And another one is if you know that they generally have been pushing a little bit, you can actually delay their rush. It's same thing. So instead of going from this one, you're going to just drop it down one more, jump and shoot. And this one is going to block off most of short. So it's going to stop a lot of people from coming through. They do have a little bit, but even then they're still going to take a little bit of damage. One other molly that I forgot to show that I'm going to put in here as well is the cross map from here to the other side, and this is going to land on default location. And for this one, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use the right here, right where this line meets up. You're going to take the right top of your box, place it right there, fire. And this is going to bounce once and land right on top of the box. So that's everything from the A side. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get it into the B site. So my first one, and this is more of a defensive sided lineup, but you could use this any way you want. On retakes, or if you find yourself into spawn, you're going to be able to do one of these. So what I use is I use this as kind of my indicator, and then a little bit to the right of it with my railing as
Molly.
kind of a marker for me. And it's pretty forgiving, so I mean, you can do it from here,
Molly.
here. I mean, really, there's no, I mean, as long as you have that as your indicator, it's pretty easy to run. But let me get the boomba. Let me get la boomba. Now we have come to the B site. Now you got two common
Right here.
plant locations, so I'm going to show you a couple for that. This one, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the right tip of your Molly HUD icon. You're going to put it up in here, right where that
Molly.
meets, and shoot. And this one's going to come down pretty quick. It also gets the right side of default if you do plant there as well. So the next plant location that you could have is right in here. That's usually your most common. Best way that I found is coming up in here. And what you're going to want to do is right where this corner is, go ahead and put the dot right above your Molly HUD icon.
Molly.
Put it in that corner. This one lands pretty quick as well. If you find yourself in hookah and you want to be able to do one, go up into this corner. You're going to be using this, and what you're going to want to do here is the little curve. You're just going to kind of wrap it around right where this this line is.
Molly.
And bounce once. Again, for like that location, that bomb, you can also, again, from here, go across, plan yourself a line up here. Another location that you can do this on. Alright, it's the same kind of location. This also actually gets middle of here as well. What I'm gonna do, I'm in here, and right where, a little bit right where this line is, so right where my crosshair is, down.
Molly.
That's gonna get inside of the cubby as well as middle as well. You can accomplish the same thing over here. Come into here with this line, aim right at this corner.
Molly.
And two more
Spike dropped.
that you have is you have one for right here. If you find yourself in hookah and you just want to be able to throw one really quickly, you can actually use this line for window as kind of your base. So right above it, right where that bomb site is, just do a quick toss. So yeah, usually you just run it up here, aim right where the box is, and you do a bounce. If you do it a little bit higher than the box,
Molly.
it's gonna bounce up and hit over here on the side. You can kind of run it both ways depending on where you are.
Molly.
Anyway, guys, thanks again for coming into my channel, watch me do some lineups and everything. Hopefully you guys found a new lineup that you're looking for, or hopefully this is going to be able to be that lineup in order for you to clutch the game up for your team. So wish you guys all the best in your games, and if you guys don't mind, again, just drop a like and a sub. That'd be greatly appreciated. And if you like these types of videos, please go ahead and make sure that you leave a comment down below. Thanks again. See you later.